So, you have the bright idea of building a track car, huh? Well, let me give you some advice. Wireless Productions here. We've been tracking the Cuda for a number of years now, and we've learned a lot of hard lessons along the way. A lot of trial and error, a lot of wasted money and time. Here's some wisdom we would give to our younger selves. Number one, don't do it. With all the money you're going to waste on this pile of crap, you could invest it in the stock market and buy a real race car. So don't even think about it. Still want to do it, huh? Well, you're going to need to take whatever little budget you have and double that shit. Why? In order to afford all the maintenance parts that's required. Look at professional race teams. They're able to build multiple cars just to compete in any event. 3. Stick to a popular chassis with huge aftermarket support for readily available parts. This is the reason why Miatas, Mustangs, and Camaros and Corvettes are so popular, and why Mopars, especially Cudas, are so damn expensive because of their rarity. S2000s are also a good chassis. They're getting more expensive. 4. The most important thing to focus on is to build for safety. Do not skimp on any safety equipment. Make sure your brakes are in good working order. Have a roll cage that's actually welded in. Racing seats, and actual racing harnesses. Also get a fuel cell, and most important, a fire suppression system. Remember, being injured or dead is not fun, so don't cheap out on any safety equipment. Look at Lemons Racing, for example. Their safety budget is unlimited. 5. Build for reliability first and horsepower last. Simple is best, and this is why we stick to NA builds and manual transmissions only. It's less weight also. 6. Don't go too crazy on horsepower numbers either. 400 horsepower is plenty of fun for the track, and if you don't think so, just ask the 150 horsepower Miata or a 200 horsepower S2000 that just flew by you on a corner. I'd rather have a low-powered engine that runs versus a 1,000 horsepower engine that's unreliable. 7. Stick to your game plan. Don't go changing engines in the middle of your build. The Cuda engine plans went from a 340 small block Mopar to a 572 aluminum big block with Predator heads at one point, before going to an aluminum 426 Gen 3 Hemi, which is so much more reliable and less costly in the long run. Sticking to one engine saves so much time and money. 8. On that point, don't go buying fancy expensive parts you don't need. For the 572 engine I was building for the Cuda, I bought these expensive Ross racing pistons, which are around $800 a set, and also an MSD one-wire alternator, which is around $360 that I never ended up using and haven't been able to sell yet. So this just ends up as funds being tied up. 9. Take out all the old wiring and rewire the entire car from scratch. Brand new copper wiring is much more reliable and will save you a headache in the long run. 10. Buy all the electronic components last, such as the digital dash, as some new version is always going to come out. For example, this IQ3 dash in the Cuda was about 5 years old before I ever installed it. 11. Don't go buying cheap made-in-China parts. It'll only cost you in the long run. Only get race-proven motorsports or aerospace quality parts. It'll save you time and money. And also, don't buy used junk. They have no place in motorsports applications. 12. Avoid buying too many custom parts, as they are not readily as available or easy to get. Stick to OEM parts, such as these electrical coils for the Gen 3 Hemi. If these go down, I can easily get them from the dealership. 13. Research what you want to build as much as possible before committing. Have a solid game plan and never deviate from it. Go to track day events and ask people what works. The dickheads will never talk to you, but all the cool people will give you bits of precious advice. If all else fails, just copy what professional race teams in WEC, TA2, and GT3 do for preparation. 14. Tighten everything as bolts always end up shaking loose. Develop pre-race checks to prepare for any track day. check on oils and coolant, brake fluids, and etc. 15. You have to be prepared to lose a car at the track at any time. Crashing is a high probability. Remember, the entire car is a consumable item. And lastly, 16. Have fun. Road racing is frustrating at most times and hardly rewarding. But at the end of the day, the point is to have fun and be grateful for what we have, as most people can only dream about what we do. So hustle, invest, and make tons of money before ever attempting any undertaking such as this, because you're going to need a huge amount of funds. If possible, do everything before you're married or even have kids. The Cuda has easily gone through $100,000 in expenses from parts and shipping and labor done to it, and doesn't even have any paint. So you've been warned. Alright, so that's it for now. For Wireless Productions, catch you guys later.